Hey everybody, welcome to Merlin the Mighty's channel. We're here to talk about a certain movie. You probably could tell by the title of the video.
DC, right?
DC, game end, game over. Oh no, obviously, Avengers Endgame. Apologies for the allergies. We're going to talk about it briefly, but I just want to say it's pretty awesome to have come to this point. You know, it's like, and you can kind of see it throughout the movie about reflection and obviously about previous times and whatnot, that thinking back in 2008, you know, I remember I was in high school, seeing Iron Man and thinking it was awesome, but even then I never would have dreamed that would have built into this whole connected universe of movies that has culminated, I think, in, if not the end of the movies, definitely the end of an era. So I'm just going to start off saying that I liked it, for the most part, quite a bit, but go around, obviously we got Troll, we got, was it Goblin, and you got Gimli, you guys have seen previous videos. I'll come back and talk more with discussion with you guys, just briefly what you talk about. I mean, and then we'll give our grades and go further. So Troll, what do you think?
Horrible. Where's Marlon?
Apparently more controversial than I thought.
No, the movie was awesome. It kicked ass. It had people like clapping at several moments in the theater.
Yeah.
A lot of really great fan appreciation moments. And
The whole movie was that, pretty much.
yeah, there's time travel, and they try and travel back to some of the best parts of the previous movies.
It really was like a Marvel's best of.
Yeah.
It was like the world's biggest climation.
Yeah, they also don't just erase what happened.
No.
The after effects of Infinity War still affects everyone and everything.
Dig that night.
That's not to say that the good guys don't win at the end. It's just that
They don't win?
it doesn't erase
What
their
happened.
loss, basically.
They remember everything.
Yeah. It's not the Back to the Future time travels. They say multiple times in here. They're going with the alternate realities. Dragon Ball Z time travel.
Yeah, splitting of different realities every time you go back, it creates
until the very end.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
But yeah, it's a great movie. Go see it. It is fucking awesome.
Don't sit through the credits.
Don't sit through the credits. At the end of the credits, you hear someone hammering something.
Black screen. All you hear is
no. It's not even on black screen. It's on the end Marvel like giant red like
No,
thing.
not even that. It was before that.
Yeah, you think it's going to lead into a scene,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't.
Then you just hear someone hammering.
You just
Just leave.
That was a little annoying.
You just hear blacksmithing.
Like, okay, something Thor related.
Yeah, just
cool,
leave.
but
Just leave after you see, or Iron Man related. Just leave after you see like
the final cast
final cast credits.
or you know, if you really respect the production crew, you can stay. I mean, at this point, I'm used to it. Like, I like seeing those teams of thousands of people for one section.
Yeah, just don't stay in hopes that you'll see a scene at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
surprised the credits were as short as they were.
Yeah, I was expecting them to be longer.
So was
actually. Yeah.
Like,
honestly, I
If you
feel
guys are like, it's already a 3-hour movie, let's get this shit going.
maybe maybe they scrolled it faster. Gobble?
I loved it. I didn't think it was gonna be that good going in. I thought it was gonna be eh.
Really?
So, yeah.
Did you not like the last one? I remember.
I liked the last one.
So you did. Why didn't you think this one would be as good? I'm curious.
Pessimistic.
Yeah.
Go with low expectations.
Yeah, but I think my favorite part was when Thor went, "I knew it." I'll just leave it at that for no spoilers.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go into spoilers later.
That was a great moment.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Anything else?
Yeah, anything else before Gimli goes?
No.
I think I know what Gimli's favorite part about this movie was.
Actually, I don't know, so I'm curious. Non-spoilers, and then you can tell
yeah,
them after I put my little ding on there.
I would say this is up there for like Lord of the Rings, like
What?
that well of quality
Yeah.
Oh, like in terms of what? Like just overall spectacle?
overall.
Oh, like
How
just,
well- how
like
well
how,
it's made.
like how well.
Everything-
It definitely
Put
made
together?
Marvel
Yeah.
history.
Wow, so you're putting it like on in terms of film craft, like up there with Lord of the
yeah.
Rings. Wow,
like,
DC, watch this movie and
Dude.
just try harder.
dude, don't get me started on these.
I liked this one better than the first one.
You weren't gonna. I'm shutting the door on my woman. I love you. She liked it a lot, except for the part which we will talk about later, but it was inevitable. Gimli, anything else?
Yeah, I liked this one better than the first one.
Interesting. I didn't even.
I was quite surprised with myself on that.
I didn't even think about it.
Because you really liked the last one, didn't you?
Yeah, you did. It's a very different movie than the last one in a lot of ways, but it still works.
Doesn't have as great music.
All right. Well, I mean,
No, I think I liked the music that they chose with this.
well,
They did choose good,
It
but
was more serious
Yeah.
for that.
it was a much more
serious
dramatic, orchestral sort of stuff.
Though there is some great humor in this one.
Oh
there,
yeah,
there are plenty of jokes, and I guess all right. I know that
very subtle
But
jokes.
by the
too.
time I put this up, most people that really care will have seen it within the first weekend. But let's briefly go over what
It
happens.
doesn't officially come out till tomorrow, so maybe.
Well, it's opening night. By the way, actually, if you're gonna go like within the next couple days, the crowd. It's been a long
Go
time.
early.
Since-
Like
We were running an hour early, and we're at the end of a huge line.
Yeah, it was.
so expect lines if you go.
Yeah, within this first weekend, probably. So plan ahead just in case. But yeah, I mean, I guess how detailed do you guys want to get with the plot? I mean, we can go into
We're not in
that.
spoilers now.
Yeah, let's. All right.
Well,
From here on.
let's do letter grade first,
Alright.
Letter grade.
and then
All right. Well, I'll reverse it this time. Gimli, I'll start with you because you really liked it.
A+.
A plus. Damn. All right, Goblin.
I think I also have to give it an A+.
All right.
A+, S tier, awesome movie.
Man, you know, I'm gonna be the curmudgeon, but I can't think of any real big negatives enough for me to hate it. I'll give it an A plus too. It's my favorite movie of the year so far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the only
Easily.
movie I've been hyped for to see this year.
What about John
Yeah.
Wick?
I forgot about John Wick.
Now you remember.
I do remember about John Wick.
John Wick could be good.
But-
I was more excited for this than John Wick.
Yeah, even I can
And that's
recall
saying
even remembering.
something, because John Wick is amazing.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it's really good. But all right, well, basic plot synopsis. I mean, Troll, I think you can take this. Just go us through this, and then let's go step by step. What we
Alright.
liked, and if there's anything that nitpicks are fine.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I had a problem with, but it's kind of the
go
nature.
So you just want me to go in order through the movie?
Yeah, just
And,
go
if,
over.
we, and if we have anything, we'll
Just give us a moment, and we'll
Yeah.
chime in.
Alright, movie starts with heartbreak immediately because it starts with Hawkeye
Oh.
teaching his daughter how to shoot a bow and arrow. And then he turns around and she's gone. He hears his wife call his name. He turns around. His wife and his 2 other children are just gone. He gets these some ash in the wind, and he just running around calling their names. And then jumps into the Marvel Studios and I'm like,
I think that may have been my favorite scene.
And the whole
it was
movie-
just
Yeah.
really well done. Yeah.
It's subtle.
Yeah.
And it's not like you saw them fade, they were just gone.
Yeah,
And
It
like-
happened as soon as he turned his back.
Yeah, it happened all off camera.
It was amazing. The most you see is just some ash in the wind.
This movie definitely holds the tragedy of the last movie well into the
Because it picks
runtime.
up right.
Yeah.
It picks up right after.
It doesn't really start to get
Well,
off.
not right after, but
And then you see Tony and Nebula stuck out in space. Really good bond and friendship
Oh, yeah.
between them. Up
playing
there.
paper ball.
Yeah.
Playing paper football. At one point, there was a really good one. He's just talking to his helmet, leaving like messages for Pepper. At one point, he tries to give her lots of food. She like takes his hand, has them use it. Then he gets saved by Captain Marvel, who brings him back. He explodes because he's Tony, but he's injured. And then Captain Marvel is like, "All right, we'll find him. We'll kill him. We'll get Stones back. We'll fix this because she's Captain Marvel, and that's what she thinks will happen."
Yeah.
So
They sort of break up then and do their own thing.
no. At that point, they all come back together, go and kill Thanos for the first time in this movie.
First time.
So they all get together. Captain Marvel is basically leading the mission.
Because she can
Fly, do everything.
Take him to space.
She can talk in space too, so that's the thing.
And breathe.
I'm fine for being able to survive in space. To talk in space, I'm like, oh, we're going DC with this now.
Sure.
But anyway, she leads the team to the planet. They find Thanos' planet. They find him very injured, completely fucked up. He can't even take the gauntlet off. It's like fused to his hand.
Yeah.
And then Thor comes in,
Yeah.
cuts it right off.
Yeah, they cut off his thing. They talk for a bit. He reveals he destroyed the stones so they can't be used to
Undo it.
undo what he did. And then Thor kills him.
Decapitates him.
Yeah.
That guy's him.
While he's in mid sentence, just
It's like, whatever, man. I'm not even. Let's finish.
Then 5 years later.
5.
Yeah.
That's what I was surprised about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that caught everyone, I think, off guard. 5 years later. Yep, jump to 5 years in the future. Everyone's still fucking.
Hawkeye's a vigilante.
Hawkeye's a vigilante, just going around killing bad guys because
Not with
they
a bow. He's
because
using a sword.
because they had the audacity to survive. Whereas
All
family
the bad people that survived are just
Like,
being picked off
I'm
one
just
by
gonna
one.
kill you because I have nothing to live for anymore. Basically.
Black Widow is basically Nick Fury.
Yeah.
She's kind of like the hub where all the people like contact. Captain America's he's doing like
He's support groups.
Yeah, he's doing like Falcon's old job, where he's
Talking
like
to veterans stuff.
and like just survivors and trying to help them get
Tragedy.
forward. Everyone's shitty. Everyone's having a shitty time.
At this point, everyone's
split, yeah.
is sort of doing their own thing. I think they kind of hint at like Thanos destroying the stones is slowly destroying the universe. I think
It's
Because,
also well,
maybe.
they mentioned stuff like happening on
Well,
other planets.
you might be
that were
right,
going bad.
Maybe.
You
Well,
might be
all
right.
the other planets lost half their
So-
population. Just
Right.
like
So
Earth
it was basically the same depressing war and everything. No one's.
Everyone was
planets
Everyone was
themselves.
mourning at the same
You
time.
think that they're decaying too? That's possible.
That's certainly possible.
Everyone
we don't
was
really
mourning at the same
get an
time.
official thing on that one. The most they say is that there was an earthquake in the ocean.
Yeah, but
Like-
Captain Marvel mentioned that sort of same things were happening on other planets.
So maybe it could be messing with the
Her
ecology.
new
of
hairdo
planets.
sucked though. I know that much.
I think she had it in the comics at one point, didn't she? That one.
That it wasn't good in comics either.
I guess they're doing a lot of updates to normal things,
Yeah.
with which we'll get to later.
But yeah,
Then
they're
a
all
rat-
talking to her via
Like
Holographic?
via holographic
Quantum.
comm, like the way people used to talk to fucking Nick Fury. Like they
Illuminati
have the
guys.
shadowy people.
Sort of like the quantum thing from like Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Actually, it did look very
Kind of
massive.
like how the Akatsuki community caved while they were off one doing shit.
There's a way to do it in any medium.
Yeah.
But all this happens. Also, an Ant-Man comes back because a rat
Saves the
Saves
world.
Rat saved the entire universe by just crawling over like this control panel in like the van that from Ant-Man Wasp, and that spits him back out. He like
He had a premonition.
He was locked in a.
he was locked in the
storage
quantum.
shed.
Yeah, he was locked in a storage shed. He writes a sign. The one
Security
security guard guy finds him.
It's like, huh?
He gets him out of there. He runs around. He finds out all that happened. He finds his daughter,
Who's all grown up.
who's 5 years older. He finds out she didn't disappear, that he was the one who did. Finds his daughter. She's all grown up, but she's alive. They hug. Then he goes straight to the Avengers. He's like, "Hi guys, I'm here." And then he's like,
You remember me?
I have an
In
idea.
Russia?
yeah,
Ant-Man?
he tells him that he was stuck in a thing.
That for
and
him was like 5 minutes.
hours.
Yeah, 5 hours.
He's like, we could probably use this to like time travel and like save everyone.
But I don't.
And Tony's
know
like,
how.
are you trying to tell me that you're going to use Back to the Future to save everything?
Well, then they go to get Tony because they need smart people.
Yeah.
So they go to get Tony. Tony now has a daughter, Pepper, and
She's adorable.
she's adorable.
The daughter
they
is
live in like
adorable.
this log cabin by a lake.
Nice.
They have like a garden and everything.
Simple life, yeah.
Even though he's still building like armor in the
Yeah.
garage.
I mean, hey, you have your hobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tony
What
tells
calms you down, calms you down.
Tony tells him that's impossible. Get the hell out of here. Well, you can stay if you don't talk shop, and we can have lunch.
He's like, yeah, he was real calm about that. He was like, I actually enjoy seeing you guys. If you don't talk shop, you can stay and eat. Welcome, I love you, stay, eat.
Well, they leave with their undeterred, so they go and get the next smartest person I know, which is of course the Incredible Hulk. Because the Hulk now
That's awesome. That
is
was
just is just the Hulk and Banner basically are completely fused. So it's more or less Banner's mind, the Hulk's mind. Basically,
Yeah,
the
they're
Professor
like
Hulk.
this
Hulk.
now.
And he's modern.
And he's modern. He's wearing a shirt now.
He wears clothes except for
And
shoes.
honestly, I have to say this, guys. Pretty much of everybody after what happened, despite the tragedy, he kind of had it best because he's managed to really find that balance, and people like him.
People love him.
Yeah, people walk up and
It's
like, do we have a picture with you?
They're in a diner, and kids came up. It's like, hey, can we get a picture of the Hulk? It's like, yeah, come on.
He's
There was
like,
a kind of funny moment where Ant-Man's like, hey, you want a picture of me and Ant-Man? And it just leads off. It's like,
What?
nah, it doesn't work.
Which was obviously they might not know who he is because he hasn't been around, but also it's a joke about the character.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I like him.
no one knows
so
about
whatever.
that, man.
So Hulk's like, all right, we can go help you out. So he leaves. Then it's like nighttime at Tony's place.
That same
and
night.
and
He figures it out.
He just figures it out, just randomly.
It's like
He's
this
like,
won't
you know
work.
what? I'm going to run the simulation. See if this will work.
Shit.
He's like, holy shit.
He's like,
and
I
then
did it.
and then his daughter repeats shit, and he's like, no.
So many good little funny scenes to break up the
They
darkness.
do a good family, showing a family dynamic.
With a lot of the different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it cuts back to the Hulk trying to like get the experiment to work. And they're using Ant-Man as the guinea pig.
Poor Ant-Man.
And they keep saying back, but instead of saying him through time,
They said
apparently they
time
said
through
time
him.
through him. So he's like a little kid, an old man, a baby. And then finally
And he's
get
like,
back.
I don't know who wet my pants, old me or young me, but it was me.
Or maybe me.
me.
So that's that. But then Tony shows up. It's like, hey, I got this.
I figured it out. It's like,
So then, while he's making the time machine, they all go pick up the other Avengers. Thor, who's living in New Asgard,
Depressed Thor is the best.
is
Yeah.
completely depressed. He has the greatest. He has the most.
Lebowski.
He has the most mega beard we've ever seen on Thor. He has grown a huge gut.
The
This
beard god.
is Thor like you've ever seen. He's living with
Rockman.
Rockman and
the
this
sea
is like
guy.
Meek and Korg from the Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. That,
piss off,
I'm
Ghost.
glad those characters.
Valkyrie's alive, by the way. Valkyrie actually survived the happening. So I
Yeah.
guess way more people survived the ship explosion
Because
than we originally
they're
thought.
living in New Asgard, which he's running,
Yeah.
basically. Which is a little. Where is it? I forget where
It's
it
in
is.
Norway.
Norway,
Yeah, it's in
but
Norway.
it's cool. Kind of like a reference to the comics. So many little references to comic book things. It's great.
They Hulk eventually convinces Thor to come with him. So they go
beer.
have.
Rocket
With
does.
beer. Rocket does. He looks up and
Rocket.
goes, there's beer on the ship. And
Yeah.
Thor goes, what kind?
Yeah, I
And
forgot Rocket was with him. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I believe it was a Molson Canadian we saw him holding.
Yeah.
Product placement.
He was almost, every time he had a beer, though, it was
Iron Brew,
Canadian.
Iron Brew.
Yeah,
Nice.
which is a Scottish soda.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was
That one can they
surprised on
opened.
that.
Cool.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
then it jumps to Black Widow finding now Ronin, but Hawkeye,
Yeah.
go around killing like Japanese
Gangsters.
gangsters,
Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Kuza that lived.
And then she's like, hey,
Doing the vigilante thing.
yeah, he's like, hey, we can bring him back. It's
Like,
like
don't give
crying,
me
and then they go.
He's like, don't give me hope.
It's like, I wish I can give you hope sooner. They all go back. They set up this thing where they're like, okay, we need to go back and grab Infinity Stones from the past, bring them here, and use it to unsnap it all.
Yeah.
That's the main plan.
And one of
Which-
those realities is fucked.
Which one?
Where Loki.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you got one.
Yeah. That,
Yeah.
that things don't go quite as well, and that was the biggest screw up of them all. Like, that reality is screwed.
Like I said, they go by DBZ.
They really
rules
go. They
sometimes.
go.
Which means, technically then, Loki technically should be in the next Avengers.
No, he's in a different reality than the.
He's gonna have a show
It's
Yeah.
a different reality.
Yeah, basically what she said. Every time you go and change something, it splits off and creates.
Yeah, but
another
remember
time.
they went back and put those stones back.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still,
but
them going to get the stones in the first place created a different reality. Hence,
like
Loki's away.
they can fix theirs, but there's still going to be more. So
Like they won't completely get screwed because they don't have Infinity Stones. That's the main thing
Yeah.
that they wanted to
so
fix.
they didn't want to put these other realities without a chance.
So they split the group into 3 teams. One goes to get the Power Stone from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Which was, I love that scene.
One goes to get Soul Stone. Well, one group goes to get Soul Stone, and one group goes back to
New York, yeah.
New York,
2012,
The
yeah.
invasion.
for the invasion. Try because there's like 3 Infinity Stones there.
Yep.
They
Which
said
is
Hulk.
amazing with Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Just all the little stuff with him is.
I can't even go through all of it. We're gonna be here all day. All right.
Yeah, basically, we won't spoil
All
anything.
right. Hulk talks to the Ancient One because this was before Stephen Strange became Sorcerer Supreme, and eventually she decides to give him Time Stone. Captain America has to fight Captain America in order to get the
That
Time
was
Stone.
awesome.
That was awesome. Iron Man and Ant-Man fail to get the Tesseract.
Fail bad.
So they have to do something else.
They go back,
To the 70s.
yeah, after Captain
War
America
Machine.
left.
No, first War Machine and
Is it
Blue Chip.
Nebula?
Nebula. Nebula get the Power Stone, but there was a problem because she's connected to the same
Past Nebula,
system as past Nebula, so Thanos is able to find her.
and actually can see her memories from the future.
Yeah.
And like, aha.
Hawkeye and Black Widow go for a soul stone. They find out one of them has to die in order to get it back. They fight over who's going to die, and Black
At
Widow
the end,
wins and
it's
dies. So poor Hawkeye has a soul
I was
stone.
kind of hoping that they would try to take on the Reaper.
Right, just say, you know, screw
Well, he
it.
doesn't have any power over that at all.
He just kind of lets him know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
He guards it.
He
It's
doesn't
like,
have
hey,
any
this is what's
power
going
over that at
on.
all.
This is how you can attempt to get it. If not,
Red Skull's pretty chill, all things considered.
He's like, I can't get him, so what the fuck? There's nothing I love in this world, so fuck it.
That's why it was kind of ironic. He stuck to like, wow, the one thing I always wanted, I can't because I never really loved it. So does that mean Red Skull's more evil than Thanos?
Yeah,
Oh God.
he's a Nazi.
Fair. Yeah, but that they
a super soldier Nazi.
So, oh, by the way, they need pin particles in order to get the time machine to work right.
Yeah, which they do.
So they
That's when they go to the 70s.
So they have to go back to the 70s and
And
only
for the Tesseract.
and only Captain America and Iron Man go back there to get it. Iron Man runs into his father, has some really nice moments. Captain America comes within like a plane of glass and seeing Peggy, but they eventually get the Tesseract and the stuff. Come back to the future. Meanwhile, Thanos has replaced
Nebula.
new Nebula of old Nebula, who's still loyal to him, sends her back to the future. They get together, they get the whole glove together, they decide the Hulk's going to do it because the Hulk's the only one who can do it and possibly survive using it.
Because of gamma ray.
Because of gamma ray, because it's mostly gamma
It's
radiation.
like I was made for this.
That was great.
While he's doing that, old Nebula uses the time machine to bring back
Bring Thanos.
Thanos
forward.
and his army and his
Oh,
spaceship back
Just
to
this
the
one
present.
spaceship, too.
And that one spaceship fucks everything.
It's huge. Yeah. So Hulk does this happening, brings everyone back.
But
Then Thanos just nukes the entire place.
Yeah.
Hulk's arm gets utterly messed up. It's still messed up by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
He's doing everything one-handed.
Yeah.
which means he lifts up that mansion one-handed.
One-handed, which is really cool.
Yeah, he
But anyway,
basically holds a foundation.
After the whole thing gets blown up, Hulk ends up on the bottom with the holding up everything with one arm, trying to save
Falcon.
and Rocket from being drowned. And then
And Ant-Man tries to save him.
Ant-Man does save them. Eventually go down there.
Rhodey, actually. Right?
No, Ant-Man goes down there and goes.
Oh, yeah.
I said
I think War Machine's
Oh,
down there with
yeah,
Rocket,
War
right?
Machine and
Okay, I
Rocket
thought
are
so,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Falcon's in, phase.
Yeah.
Falcon, sorry. I'm sorry I mixed those two characters up. There's a lot of fucking characters in this movie.
There are
Yeah.
many characters in this movie.
So many.
For fuck's sakes.
Every Marvel movie.
But he rips
here.
pretty much, yeah. So he rips it open. They all fight Thanos. By the way, Thor has brought back. Thor and Rocket went to go get the Tesseract. Not the Tesseract, the reality
Ether.
Oh, yeah, and Thor gets to meet his mom.
Mom again. That was a great part.
He gets Mjolnir
I
back.
really wish they would have shown, like, her to screen with Rocket and...
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Rocket has to stand.
That's right, because
Jane Foster with the stick in order to get the stone out.
Jane Foster's in for like a second.
Thor takes back Mjolnir.
Yeah, Thor calls back Mjolnir in the past. He brings it with him to the present, so he has both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker with him. And then everyone up there just attacks Thanos, who's just waiting there.
Originally, it's just Iron Man,
Thor and Captain America. They all get their ass kicked, but Captain America does pick up Mjolnir, and Thor's like,
I knew it!
That was awesome.
That was my favorite
That
scene.
was awesome.
so all of them fight. Thanos is the toughest motherfucker ever, though, and he still somehow kicks their ass. And
partially destroys the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He
he
destroys half the shield. Yeah,
with his sword. What's that sword made out of? Jeez.
Something stronger than vibranium.
I guess.
Well, only vibranium can cut through vibranium. Maybe it was made of vibranium.
Maybe it's made of
Because
adamantium, who knows?
It got the X-Men now.
Yeah, because animanium came from space.
Originally, thanks. But anyway. So, kick shit out of everyone. He's about to go Captain, and then he calls down his army
Yeah.
from the ship, and
all
the
the
ship's
great
there.
henchmen come back, including Ebony Maw, my favorite.
And then
Nice.
he starts walking towards Cap. Cap straps his fucking shield back on, forces himself to his feet. Then he hears Falcon's.
And Hawkeye's trying to...
Hawkeye's trying to
he's
get the
got
glove back to
gauntlet.
them.
He's just like trying to run back, and the Chitauri are chasing him or whatever.
Old Nebula tries to kill him and take it. New Nebula and Gamora come back and kill her.
Past Gamora. Yep.
Past Gamora.
Technically.
So much happens in this fucking movie.
So I'm good job remembering around there, honestly.
Alright, So Captain America's about to go and fight and die fighting Thanos again. All of a sudden he hears in his ears like, Cap Grimley, it's Falcon. It's like on your left. And then one of Doctor Strange's portals opens on his left, and the entire Wakandan army comes through.
Man.
Everyone comes through, like Asgardians, fucking sorcerers,
Wakanda.
fucking
All of Wakanda.
Everyone comes
Everyone.
Everyone in Wakanda comes.
Spider-Man comes through, Doctor Strange
with his new suit.
which is his new suit.
And Captain America and Spider-Man finally hug.
I mean,
You mean
Iron
Iron
Man.
Man.
Or yeah, Iron Man.
So before that, Captain America says, "Avengers, assemble!" Finally, everyone just charges Thanos' army. Asses get kicked left, right, and sideways. Scarlet Witch finds Thanos
Scarlet Witch gets a piece of Thanos.
and starts beating the shit out of him. Starts ripping him in half. She was about to kill him, and Thanos knew it. So Thanos had his ship that was flying overhead just bombard the entire area.
Again.
She's like, shoot even our own troops? Yes, do it.
They do what? Magic users in Marvel?
Magic users
Yeah.
try to like shield people and stuff. People try to avoid it. Then of course it starts aiming up and starts firing up because of course
Like,
Captain Marvel comes through
Swooping in.
and just
Destroys that shit.
just Superman's it.
Annihilate.
Just goes right through it.
Just completely Superman's it.
She threads the needle.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everyone's left is trying to get the Peter was the last one to have the gauntlet,
Oh, yeah.
and he's holding it in a hole. And Captain Marvel shows up. She's like, "Hey, Peter Parker, can I have that?" It's like, and he sees where they're trying to get to is behind all of
The army.
the army because
yeah.
they need to try to send all the Phoenix Stones back to where they were supposed to be
From the van.
From the
from the
van.
van. And then you see. He's like, how are you going to get there? She's like, I have help. And then every important, still living female character in Marvel shows up from behind her.
And it helps.
All just happened to be there at one time.
Hey, I liked it.
It was cool.
It was
liked
cool.
it. I thought it was
A little cheesy.
It was very
It
cheesy.
was girl power, but
I'm like,
whatever.
where are all the guys during that?
I guess they were all in different places. They all just
They were busy.
Yes.
All the women congregated.
Peter-
All the
Peter
women
didn't wanna fuck
just
with
showed
that.
up there at one time.
It was
Peter-
silly. I thought it was a tad silly, but
It
you know,
was tad silly.
this is Avengers we're talking about here.
And Peter didn't want to mess with all that. He was like,
So they all start
Nah,
to try
this.
to get the gauntlet back to where it's put to their Captain Marvel just being a giant wrecking ball through the thing as everyone's trying. Valkyrie has her flying horse, by the way, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Pegasus. Everyone's like on there. Everyone's like trying to save it. Thanos actually finally grabs Captain Marvel. They fight for a bit. She's if she's not more powerful than all the other Avengers, she's apparently way tougher because he headbutts her and it's like nothing.
He's like, huh? Oh, he's like, oh.
So, what was really clever though, he just pulls out the Power Stone out of the thing, has it in his hand, just bams her away, and that's the end of her for the rest of this movie.
Took her out of the
Pretty
equation.
much.
I mean, she got hit with an Infinity Stone.
Yeah. And then she's able to walk it off later too.
Yeah.
So then he puts it back on his glove, he's about to do the thing. Iron Man jumps up, grabs him, throws Iron Man off,
And he goes,
and nothing happens. And then he searches over, all the Infinity Gauntlets are gone. Then you see Iron Man, all the Infinity Gauntlets going up in his hand because it's the nanotech armor. And then he goes, and before Thanos did the snap, he's like, I am inevitable. Nothing happens. And he's like, I am Iron Man. Giant flash of light, then all of a sudden all of Thanos' people just start dusting. And then Thanos sits down for a second, and then finally he does. Was it Spider-Man who found him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was the first.
Spider-Man was the first person there. They find Tony. Tony's not the Hulk. So Tony's dying from massive
actually, I don't
radiation.
think it was Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was him
Spider-Man
first
first,
because Ops
and then-
pulls him off.
Pepper pulls him off after that.
No, you're right. It was
Oh,
War
it was
Machine.
Rhodey. It
Yeah,
was Rhodey.
yeah.
War Machine first. War Machine finds him. He knows he's dead. He knows he's going to die. His eyes are open, but he knows he doesn't have long. So he just sits him up. Then Spider-Man comes. Spider-Man's all weeping like we all are.
Yeah.
Everyone's seeing this.
Everyone's crying.
Pepper pulls him off. She said, we're going to be okay. You can rest now. Iron Man finally dies. giant wrap up. Everyone who's back pretty much has some form
Funeral.
of happy. There's a funeral for Iron Man where they have the whole thing from the first movie, the proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
Just drifting
Thing.
off into water on a thing of flowers.
And everybody's there.
Yeah, everyone pretty much also has kind of a happy ending where they go back and see the people, like see everyone in Wakanda, they see all these
Possible seeds of other movies,
Yeah.
you know.
Nice little memoir of,
Of the whole.
of Tony just talking.
Yeah.
About the
Oh yeah,
His
the
daughter.
hologram talking to his daughter. I almost forgot about that.
That he made before he went into battle.
That we saw him recording at the beginning.
Before time,
Yeah, but
Before time.
basically.
Yeah, you're right.
So now at the very end, the best scientist they have, of course, the Incredible Hulk, is working the time machine because they
Not
need
that he knows how.
because they need to send all the Infinity Stones and Mjolnir back
So where it was.
because they brought Mjolnir back from Thor 2,
To not mess up the timeline.
basically. And the only other person you pick up Mjolnir other than Thor is Captain America.
Who?
So he's got that. So he's got all this stuff. He's ready to go. He's like, for him, it'll take as long as it needs to. For us, it'll be 5 seconds. So and Bucky and Falcon are both there with him.
Yeah.
So he sends them back. 5 seconds go by.
And
he pushes everything in to bring him back and
this
nothing
is
happens.
where the whole time thing.
That's the
This
only.
is the only part that doesn't work, where the time travel doesn't work like everything else.
unless we kind of infer something, but
Unless we infer he
did
uses
really
the
stay
time
there.
stone at one point or whatever. But anyway, cuts. They look over. They see an old man sitting on a bench next to the lake. You
Falcon
just know
walks
it's
over.
Captain America. Falcon walks over. He sees that it's really old Steve. They talk for a little bit. See that Steve was married. Steve hands him the shields. Like, you're Captain America now. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bucky should have gotten the shield.
no, Bucky's like, no, I'm Winter Soldier. I got the cool name. You're Captain America. He's like, you know.
I have my arm. I don't need a shield.
He was all
What
like,
for the other one?
well, they're buddies. So
I really want to see if they can make it look better with the whole wings of the shield thing, because the comics didn't.
no.
But
And he just stops using them and wears his old outfit.
and then he says basically, after I got all the stones back, I decided to have a life the way Tony should I did.
He got all his time back, basically.
And then you see him back at like a little house dancing with Peggy Carter.
right after he left.
All of a sudden, makes none of the time travel makes sense in this movie. It's the only like time travel works perfectly the way they said it would.
Okay.
Around 99% of this movie, except for that little part.
And then that one thing kind of brings everything else into question because the whole time we're going through this, and this is my only issue with the movie potentially, is that the whole time I'm going through it, I'm thinking, oh God, if you go and change this and you change that, then oh man, you're gonna mess up the time travel stuff, right? And I'm thinking, okay, well they're kind of explaining they can fit back.
They're going with the alternate reality thing. So if he did go back,
It's
well,
just
affect like
your
your past,
timeline. Sure.
and then they just
But then it's like,
Don't do
oh,
that.
wait a minute, this is still our timeline, and what did Cap just? I'm cool with him living his life doing different things, but if
he should have been in another time, stuck in another time.
yeah, but they didn't say that, so I'm thinking, wait, so
I feel like he should still be one strong old man now.
well, he's a super soldier.
Yeah.
But that just kind of makes you wonder. Well, I hope that was just like a brief visit. Otherwise, that could have changed everything, and yet it doesn't.
It just makes too many questions.
It just. What? Wait.
Just brings up too many questions.
It just brings up too many questions. Batman Forever.
Another important thing I forgot. The last time you see Thor is at New Asgard. He's ducking out being king again. Really does not want to be king of Asgard.
He doesn't.
So he turns
He was king
Valkyrie.
for 5 minutes and look what happened.
So he turns to Valkyrie and is like, "Oh, you're a real leader. People like you. You can be queen of this, Your Majesty." And Valkyrie like, "You just don't want to be fucking king, do you, man?"
Hey, that was the message. My brother told me, be who you are. And he's
So instead he decides to go off with Guardians of the Galaxy, still looking like the Big Lebowski. There's a funny little thing between him and Quill about who's actually in charge as they leave. And
I'm real glad though that during the entire big ass fight scene, we didn't see Quill a whole lot. Because Quill really made me mad in the last movie. Like they were so
if there was
close.
any character assassination in the last movie, it was the Star-Lord.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck that guy.
Because in this movie, it's like, well, he still kind of gets like, I mean, maybe in a way he gets some comeuppance because he sees the, Gamora, the one he loves, and he gets, kicked in the nuts.
Because it's past Gamora before she meets
And
him.
he's still grumpy the whole time. You can tell that Actually, you know what? Of all the people, I mean, even more so than Tony, who kind of gets the ending he wanted, I'd say Star-Lord's the only person that comes out of this movie probably not that happy as he was before he came in, because he's still grumpy, because he still lost the woman he loved, technically.
Well, he's looking through the thing, trying to see if she came back at the end.
And,
So.
you know, because obviously she's still there from the past.
I don't know. We don't see past Gamora.
Because she came back, did she stay?
We don't see past Gamora after
go back,
after the
yeah.
battle.
But if she
Or
has
Nebula.
but she has to go back.
No,
see
Nebula was
Nebula.
at the wedding. Was at the
She was at the funeral and she was on the ship with the Guardians. She suggested that Pearl and Thor battle each
That was
other.
nice.
While who was in charge?
So that makes you wonder, like, well,
And then
Gamora has to
Knives.
go back. Knives.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's still.
But yeah,
kinda
so we
sad.
don't know what's with past
Gamora.
Gamora. We don't know.
Did she fade away?
No,
Well, it
no.
makes sense for a favor.
She
She
was
was
at
from
the-
an alternate timeline.
so she would just go.
Still, it was part of Thanos' force.
Well, Tony's not going to wish
Well,
for
she
it.
turned
Wait a
back.
minute, did she? Did she get?
She was fighting
Did she
for
get
us.
snapped when he snapped on her?
I wish for all of Thanos' minions and his minions to go away.
I don't remember seeing her at the funeral.
Yeah, she's nowhere after the battle, so that's a question there.
Because she technically, if he wished for it, DBZ style again, you got to be careful with the naming of things.
Yeah, true, because they wouldn't have known that she switched sides earlier than what she was supposed to.
Tony wouldn't. Yeah, so.
Tony wouldn't have known that. So maybe she did get snapped.
So
Maybe.
those two things are kind of
Iffy.
iffy. It's a time travel movie though, so there's always going to be iffy shit.
Definitely.
But those are the only two spots, like the Captain America
Peggy thing.
thing and
The Gamora.
Gamora thing.
It's a little weird.
Now the only real thing I'm down on is that you don't really see the whole battle that much at the end, where everyone is fighting.
Yeah.
It makes me sad, but also at least they kept it with.
Yeah, the Hulk does plenty of
He was
stuff in the
important.
movie.
He was very
He
important.
was very important. He
He
has
was more
plenty
like
of
the
stuff in the
cop.
movie.
He was
And
very more
very,
comical.
and he was very badly injured by using the gauntlet. Apparently, in the MCU, using the gauntlet is a fucking death sentence.
Yeah, with
Because the
movie
Hulk was
network
the
stuff.
only Hulk, like it nearly killed Thanos. It hurt the hell out of Hulk. Even like, for those who don't know, Hulk is barely really strong. He heals really really fast, and at the end of the movie, he's still in a fucking arm.
Yeah, which
brace.
is like weeks later because they had
Yeah.
to take time to
Easily.
rebuild the time machine. It was like months or weeks.
Though you do get to see a point, it's nowhere near as impressive as in comics, but you do see a point where him with one arm is holding up a mountain over people. It's not like the entire mountain range from Secret Wars,
No.
but it's still pretty cool.
It's
I still really.
he's pretty much
I just
holding up
wanted
the
him- I just
foundation
wanted
of
to
the
see him-
Avengers.
I just wanted to see him punch Thanos once, and we don't
Yeah.
get to see that.
Yeah, that was kind of a missed opportunity. But
I
you know
loved
what?
seeing his head get chopped off though.
That.
Before he dusted, he went to see Thor chop his head off.
Yeah, I was waiting for Thor not to give him the chance to dust. I was waiting for. I was like, he's going to come in and be like, no.
That's true.
But yeah, like I said, it feels like a big end to an era. I don't know if they can ever do another Avengers again. That's going to be able to like
Top this.
top this,
yeah.
or even be up to normal ones, because so much of the Avengers is all the people.
In
That-
And a lot of them are gone. Tony died.
Like, the main
Captain
ones, anyway.
Captain America's basically gone.
True.
Hulk's around, but he's a very different person. They can still try to do it, I guess. Thor is off with Guardians of the Galaxy.
So he might be in the next one.
Black Widow's dead.
Dead.
Hawkeye is definitely retired.
After this, he's trying to retire for several movies now.
So
He's been
we got
trying to.
so we got Captain Marvel, the new Captain America, Bucky, and like Scarlet Witch.
Though then Potts maybe as Iron Woman?
I don't know. They'll probably introduce the.
I thought that was real badass when she came in.
She was really awesome when she came in. Like Tony made her some really bitchin' armor.
Yeah, she did.
But like,
Or, yeah, he did.
I think they'll probably bring in the Ironheart.
Didn't she have
Black Girl
nanotech as
from
well?
Probably. I don't know.
Because that thing that was behind her kept coming.
Well, it came out and blasted things, so I don't know anything about her armor. It just looked cool.
It looked cool.
Especially when her and Tony were together, like flying here.
There was one funny part where Thor and Captain America accidentally switched weapons.
And they're like, no, give me that one. Give me that one.
I mean, that throws him back the hammer and he takes off with the axe. I'd keep the axe too. He killed Thor with or Thanos with her.
Well, that does offer an interesting little discussion. But I mean, that is interesting. It is definitely the end of an era. I mean, and I think you're kind of right in the short term, at least. I think.
From what I heard, the next Avengers movie is going to be that all. From what I heard, it's supposed to be an all-female team led by Captain Marvel. I think it's that one team that did like the giant push to try to get the gauntlet away.
That's really going to be a thing. Is that the next plan?
That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's for sure. If that's what's going to be.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. If that was what they were doing as opposed to just the team you mentioned earlier, I could see that being a stronger way to go.
Probably,
but you're right.
I don't know what they're going to go up against though, because they took down Thanos. They can't do Masters of Evil now since they lost most of the group.
Galactus.
They have the rights to Galactus.
But if they do Galactus, that's going to be a Fantastic Four thing.
That's
Because they're going. They'll probably eventually get everyone in it, but it's not really going to be an Avengers thing.
So, are you saying that you don't think it'll happen again in time, or you think it'll just be like a...
I don't know how they would do another Avengers movie.
Waiting for like another 10 years, then recast
I would probably even up it to 20.
Yeah.
Do you think
like
that...
for a movie...
Can you imagine anyone other than
Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey Jr. being Iron Man or Chris Evans being Captain America?
Like, let's face it, guys. I mean, we've seen these characters come to life with these particular actors this particular way for over a decade.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to take a while to really...
Because you're going to make new...
I mean, I hope the next Spider-Man movie is going to be good.
I like so much Spider-Man. They can make Spider-Man movies forever. I mean,
yeah, I hope. Apparently, Mark Ruffalo is signing off for one more movie, so I hope it's a good Incredible Hulk movie.
Guardians has at least one more.
Guardians has at least one more, and apparently it's going to have Thor in, so it's going to be cool.
And I could think of them. Their story could kind of be closed off. I think. And obviously, Black Panther, Doctor Strange have movies.
Yeah.
I just hope by the next Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor doesn't have that going.
He'll get back at shit.
He won't. That was special effects, man. That wasn't what he actually looked like.
I know.
Yeah.
But, like, the entire time during the big fight scene, I was waiting for him to, like, fart or piss lightning.
To and then like, just suck it back in?
Yeah, and just be like, ugh. Like, that was all the energy he's been building up drinking beer. Just waiting for the day he gets to beat the fuck out of Thanos.
I think next time we see him, she's just going to be working out.
Like, in the ship.
Though... if they do a sort of all-female Avengers movie, they can bring in Squirrel Girl.
They could, but if they were going to do all-female Avengers movie, I really hope Black Widow would be there.
Yeah.
She apparently she's getting some sort of prequel show or movie. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. But I was really sad that she was one of the ones that we lost in this one.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If there are characters which I guess are officially dead or something, I mean, on Disney Plus, I mean, obviously... Winter Soldier and I guess new Falcon, Captain America, they're going to have a show. Scarlet Witch and Vision apparently have a show.
I hope he changes.
How are they getting Vision back?
Prequel? I don't know. Like there's stuff that's still out there, but I think they are going to lean back from their movies for main Avengers for a while.
Like, and this is, you might think this is controversial, but according from this movie at least, Captain Marvel didn't really impress me. So if she's the one leading the group, I'm like she's impressive power-wise. She's really powerful, but I'm telling you, like,
she doesn't show it off in the movie.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed is even from the movie that she was in, we only got to see her power at the very end, really. And so
they're definitely going in there that she's like Superman level of power, which is more powerful than she even normally is in the comics.
It's actually a similar problem to the Hulk. They're still holding back on what those characters can do for power and.
Yeah, Hulk didn't look as big when he was both.
You see past Hulk and Professor Hulk, and past Hulk is definitely bigger than
because when he gets angry.
Because when he's angry, he's bigger.
And Scarlet Witch is obviously really
Scarlet Witch is awesome.
She's awesome, but like she's so depowered.
She like 1v1 Thanos and nearly ripped him in half.
Yeah.
She did better 1v1 Thanos than Captain Marvel did. And Captain Marvel just wiped out his entire ship with ease.
That was pretty cool.
I kind of hope that instead of going for more like the Avengers now, going to like X-Men.
Yeah,
and
I know Fantastic Four. They said that we're not going to X-Men anytime soon. So I don't know about that, but they did say they're doing Fantastic Four soon, and hopefully Marvel can do Fantastic Four well, because no one else has been able to.
Well, hopefully Marvel.
Yeah, I didn't like the newest Fantastic Four. I liked the two before that one.
They were okay.
I hope they put in Silver Surfer, but do him well and sort of put him further back
I hope they
So, like,
actually
do
make Doctor
maybe-
Doom like Doctor Doom.
Yeah, like
Like maybe put him as like the third movie, so that way like you could do Galactus.
Or make him the second movie and make Galactus the third one.
yeah, like definitely build up. If you want to get away from the Avengers for a while, definitely get a couple Fantastic Four movies out.
Yeah.
And then I think what the question with the X-Men is, obviously they've got the rights. I think Marvel doing X-Men would be awesome.
Oh,
but
yeah.
once again, Fox kind of established their X-Men in our hearts for a long time, so we kind of got to give them time.
And really, I don't know how mutants would fit into the current Marvel world.
And that's the thing. You'd have
Like
to.
like X-Men have always kind of been in their own universe. They've never made sense in the regular Marvel world. Like Thor and Captain America just find giant purple robots smashing buildings and kidnapping people.
So maybe Marvel could just do another separate universe of X-Men movies.
I'd be fine with that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that, but
But where's Wolverine in it? Avengers then.
After we can get Wolverine. Yeah, well,
after Last Man
No,
Standing.
they do a movie where the two universes collide.
there you go.
And then you finally get your I want my Hulk versus fucking Wolverine thing. If you're gonna bring in Wolverine, he has to fight the Hulk at one point.
When it
You
comes,
can even have him win. I don't care. They just need to fight because that's where Wolverine comes from.
It's true.
when it came to the X-Men, I didn't really like them after Days of Future, or not Days of Future Past, Last Man
Also,
Standing. From that on, they should have just
We can get
not been
90s
making them
Rogue.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 90s, for everyone who doesn't know, the Rogue that most people really like, the one who flies and punches things really hard,
90s.
she's from the 90s, and she got and where she got those powers, that she dreamed them from Miss Marvel,
Yep.
who you now know as
Captain
Captain Marvel.
So
given how uberly powerful Captain Marvel is, it probably won't like completely drain or put her in catatonic her.
No.
But we can still get 90s Rogue if they do like the whole thing.
I miss 90s Rogue. That
90s Rogue
Yeah.
was so awesome.
like, no offense to Anna Paquin, but that was one
Yeah,
of
that
those-
wasn't her fault.
No, but
This-
like that Rogue in those movies was just so.
Because they never let her fly around and punch things really hard.
No, she was
They
just.
just made her the
She was the protagonist,
she was just
eyeball character.
she was just the base. She just had her base
She
like
could
temporary
just
powers.
she could mess somebody up if she touched them.
Yeah.
But it was like and temporarily gain their powers.
Yeah, but she wasn't the flying and punching thing
No.
that we all know and love.
True.
and she was able to transfer powers in the movie too. Because remember, she healed what's his name
Oh,
with Logan.
that's right. She could combine that. That was a stretch, I thought, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
But back to Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, Avengers Endgame. I mean, I think that's pretty much covered it. I thought it was really good.
I think I got like 85% movie in my long ramble.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no, you did a good job of calling it too. I think it's kind of bittersweet a little bit. Not gonna lie. Robert Downey Jr. is
It
there
wouldn't be
as a-
right if it wasn't though. We need to lose a few people.
Oh yeah.
No, well,
in
for
order
sure.
for it to make sense.
And
And we
Tony's
lost.
daughter was just absolutely adorable.
She was.
She was. So
Any sort of family moments was just.
Oh yeah, all the heartbreaking
Yeah.
moments really worked in it, especially because Black Widow dies way before the end, actually, and they like talk about her, and like Thor is having really a lot of troubles right now, so he can barely handle it. He's like, we can bring her back with Thing and with the Gauntlet, and then Hawkeye's like, no, we can't. I know we can't.
this is it.
Hulk picks up a bench, just throws it into fucking horizon because he's mad.
It's just gone. You didn't see it go.
No,
You didn't hear nothing
And,
of it.
and actually, maybe they kind of cheated because this is kind of the end of a transition
Yeah.
anyway. But Marvel actually did have some stakes. They did. They had let in some blows, and the characters suffered. They didn't come out unscathed. So I applaud them for that. That's made it more believable.
This was the one movie I think I've been in ever where not the entire time the entire audience was quiet.
No,
Yeah, yeah, people were shouting because you could not do that when you saw some of these things.
And some
Yeah,
people-
so certain things you just couldn't hold
And,
it in.
and you could tell it's interesting, like different sections, people would yell or laugh or say something, oh yeah, for certain characters coming in, like, yeah, and some people wouldn't expect things. So it's always great to go and get different reactions because it definitely feeds the experience.
We're going to find out that thing stopped recording like 20 minutes ago.
Alright, John,
Still
I
going.
didn't hear it.
Okay.
We're down to one bar
Okay. Well,
with 49 minutes, roughly.
oh, wow. Cool. Well, I mean, that one bar lasts a while, but I figured, honestly, I wasn't worried because it always beeps before it goes, but,
Like I said, like, Marvel can can do nothing else from now on, and I'd still be happy. This was a great.
They definitely
end
set the bar
for the
for
Avengers.
future Marvel movies.
I do think they've done a really good job. It's been a long run, but set it aside for a while and the batteries.
Yeah,
run
I don't think anything's gonna top it for a long time.
Even
Alright.
the filming was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything about it.
All right.
I guess stay magical.
Stay magical, everybody. Thanks for watching. Leave
Yeah.
the comments below.